But one of the biggest things for me was being introduced to Eastern thought with that, because I was obsessed with Japan, because my dad went to Japan during the MacArthur years. He lived there for years, sent back all these Japanese things from when I was 6 years old. I was very aware of Asian culture, and it flavored my art. And then I started getting involved with tattooing when I was 10 years old, painting on neighborhood kids. And when I realized the roots of all that, as Snyder and Kerouac especially stressed, beat wasn't that sort of like we're beat down, it's beatitudes, man, it's beatific. And it has to do with primary, tenets of Buddhism that aren't owned or invented by any particular sect, but it's a way to live that is a very, very positive thing to me. And getting introduced to a lot of concepts, which then I studied further and got pretty deep into the philosophy and the art history as I was going through art school. But I think the big thing I gleaned from that was the number one thing you should try to work toward is non-attachment. And it kind of featured into my doing tattoos, because I got into tattooing to have a free agent life, to be a pirate in those days. It was instead of going to grad school. And I think non-attachment really relates to tattooing, because you can't have a great egotistical thing about the art that you create being in the Louvre someday. It's all going to be dead, and you just have to accept that. You just have to dig the fact. You have to revel in everything that's happening and appreciate it to the max and be okay with letting it go, because it's going to go. And we're going to go, but what can carry on the energy we've tapped into is our words and pictures and documentary about this stuff.